Greetings, travelers. I'm Chris. Welcome to Lorespire. How are you doing today? We are back with our Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon playthrough. Patch 0.9 launching today. We've been streaming it the last several days. Anyways, we're pretty far towards the end, but I went through and we actually did still have quite a few quests left. Side quests. And I decided that I wanted to try out a new build. So I went through and went through all the skills and just kind of saw what I thought would work or be interesting together. And I think there could be some really interesting melee builds also, but I decided to go with an archer build first. So we've got some points in stealth and critical hits, 10 perception, 9 dexterity. All of our points here in dexterity, all of our skills are going into bows here. So we got that, and then we also put some points into strength and endurance. If you go, here's the attributes. We put points into strength and endurance so that we could get the full effect of the great bow, which is the highest damage bow that we've been able to find. Also threw some relics on it. But yeah, that's why the strength is there and the endurance is there to get the full effects of some of this armor. I'm not sure what happened to our assassin's chest piece. I'm sure that we had one, but I must have sold it to some vendor that I couldn't find. So I checked all the vendors I could think of and none of them had it. It wasn't in the stash either. So we're missing the assassin's chest piece, got a hunting jacket instead. Remember we got the assassin stuff from Silent Cilial, I believe was her name. Up here at this keep, the abandoned stronghold. You get a contract to kill her from the contract board here. Anyways, yep, that's what we did. And whenever I alt-tabbed out, to swap scenes from the countdown scene to the actual game. Well, alt in this game is your dash button, and so it dashed me right over the freaking edge. So I don't know. We may be just dying here to start because I don't. Not sure if there's any way to get off of here without dying. What's up, JP? What's up, Random? How y'all doing? I've been busy helping your parents move into an apartment. They got a new apartment. Cool. Well, congrats to them. I was up at the lighthouse and I was going to just check that out because we hadn't checked it out yet. And there was some pretty good stuff outside of it off to the side. It's close to the ledge though, and I grabbed that stuff out of a chest and a dead keeper. And then yeah, it was alt tab over the edge and we're dead. Oh my god, how did that not kill us? That was a far fall. I don't know how that didn't kill us. I'm not sure why that didn't kill us. All right. So let's let that health rigging up. Yeah, actually, I think I might know why that didn't kill us. One of the I just remembered this. One of the skills that we took for this archer build is cheat death. So whenever you would take lethal damage, you don't take lethal damage and you turn invisible for 5 seconds. So I think that actually saved us there. There's no way we should have survived that. We better be careful because it can only happen once every 2 minutes. All right, so cheat death for the win. We already definitely got good use out of it and certainly cheated certain death there. So, cheat death for the win. Guess as long as we're way out here, we can just walk around and check this area out. And we had just become a keeper, and so we have several keeper quests that we haven't done yet that should provide some good combat experiences and hopefully allow us to test out this archer build fairly well. I love it. Love it. Increases draw bow speed by probably 10%. Now, there are actually a lot of really good bow skills that I ended up not taking to make room for the perception skills, stealth, and critical hits. But yeah, with a few more levels, we should be able to get some really nice additional bow skills. Probably not going to be anything out here, but this game has surprised me fairly often with being able to find treasures or items in places where I didn't expect it. They've done a pretty good job of rewarding exploration, but this is really looking quite devoid and unlikely, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, I don't know, gives off some strong Skyrim and Oblivion vibes. Definitely like a late 2000s era open world RPG type of thing. Although I will say that you do have more combat options just because of the ability to thrust and attack like that whenever you're running, and the ability to sidestep and dash around. Does add a little more intricacy to combat. Hey, Romildo! How are you doing? I wasn't necessarily expecting you since we were here much earlier than normal today. Oh, here we go. There's a whole little fishing village over here, huh? Nice. Wasn't expecting to find a village, but glad we came to look.
Unless you've already bought from Orla. Then just bugger off. Pursue potential customers. Listen here, pal. Clearly you don't understand how trading works in a place like this. I've no idea where you come from, but here, it's the potential customer who needs to pursue the vendor. And that vendor decides to sell to them or not. It's the vendor who makes the decision, not the other way around. How many people here do you think are offering to exchange goods for coins? I'll tell you, not bloody many. Yeah, Orla. woman merchant from the keep. Go on, try giving her your money. I bet she'll just shortchange you and call it a day. She has no wit and no finesse when it comes to trading.
Okay. This, I think, might be the only vendor that's had moonshine. All right, well, thanks for stopping by to say hi, Romildo. And, yep, definitely appreciate it. And hope that your day goes well and you get everything done that you need to. As I think this might be the only vendor that we've found that actually sells moonshine. Oh, but I spent all of my money. Damn. Well, at least we know where to get moonshine if we need it. Once we actually have money again. Also lockpicks. And a nice variety of fish, actually. So if you need fish or moonshine, like this is the place to come. Oh, tavern. I think I remember somebody talking about this place. Or at least I remember somebody talking about a tavern. Okay, kinda odd.
Bloody hell, look at this! The old place is in a shambles. Bunch of decrepit old coots. They do nothing but shuffle around, stare at walls, and sleep under leaking roofs. Can't even hammer a nail properly. I'm telling you, if I was still working here, this place wouldn't be falling apart. Ah, but I'm not. Oh, shite. I can't even stand to look at it, let alone live here. And who are you? What you want? You another one of Durar's freeloaders? What do you take me for? A senile old idiot? I know that my boy keeps sending all of you little pissants to snoop around his old man. Oh, how worried he must be. Ho ho. How did you all get it into your stupid heads that I am ill, huh? That's bullshit. Everyone's going on about how old Gabon's gonna keel over anytime soon. And me? Still here, ain't I? Arseholes. I'm old enough to know what I'm talking about. I served my time. I've lived my life. And now you can all kiss my arse. So there. I swear, each one's dumber than the last. Listen, they wanted Heber, that healer from the keep, to come here. He did. They wanted him to look me over. He did. Then he just threw up his hands, mumbled something to himself, and that was it. Hell, I should have been an healer. Wouldn't mind going around being a pain in everyone's arse for a living. These herbs. No idea what they're for. Heber said he doesn't know what's wrong with me, so there's no illness. I'm fit as a fiddle. Ah, good thing that at least the one guy who hangs around, Finley's the name, doesn't nag me all the time. Curious, aren't you? Fetch me a drink and we'll see about a chat.
I don't have alcohol.
Then you can kiss my arse. I ain't spilling my guts to strangers. Drinking buddies, though. If there's something you want to know, you'll need to treat me first.
Hey, what's up, Ann? I'm not sure what time it goes live. I know it's supposed to go live today, but I'd never actually heard. I didn't see it on the Discord. And it wasn't in any of the emails that they sent me what time today. Just that it's supposed to be on the 25th. I figured it would have been by now. Usually whenever companies put out DLCs or patches or anything like that, I mean, it's usually like earlier in the morning around this time. But yeah, I guess it gives us a chance to get in one last stream before it actually does go live. Actually, one second. Let me check and see. They might have something new. I haven't actually checked this morning in the Discord. So let me check that and see if they've maybe added anything to the Discord about it. Yeah, I'm not actually seeing anything about it in the Discord. In the general chat, actually, there's a couple of people referencing it coming out at 11 a.m. So maybe it's 11 a.m. I don't see anything actually official, but if they're correct about that, you know, you got about 24 minutes till you should be able to download it.
Why all the poking around? Get me something to drink and we'll talk.
Okay, whatever. First time I've seen an opportunity to persuade somebody. So he knows what happened. He won't tell me about it. I bet if we get him drunk enough, he'll tell us about it. Raj could tell me more. The fight was work-related. About his disability. Okay, well, Ron's Tavern.
Beer from Connacht, wine from Farshire, moonshine, only local, the best there is. And fish. Lots and lots of fish. What's your poison? Stale fish? Yeah. Look around. You're in the capital of fresh fish. Unless you're buying from Heffen. I can't vouch for him. Here though, take your pick. All today's catch.
Who are you? Another refugee? This place is already crawling with your lot. It's like a Camelosian privy after a feast. In my day, you only saw old familiar faces round here. And maybe we didn't all love each other. But a local is a local. It was easier to share with others, even when you didn't have much. That's so. Fine. Whatever you say. But yeah, I could see that you don't really look like one of them. Just pass them through then. Shame it had to be now. Not so long ago, we just sat down and had a drink with the rest of the lads. Now I come here alone. I don't know. But you could put something on the table, and then maybe we can talk.
You know, I've noticed something, and it's been bothering me, which is that sometimes they spell Camelot with a K, and sometimes they spell it with a C. That's been kind of bugging me.
Thank you. That's better. We used to come here, the three of us. Me, Berg, and Fenley. But lately, something's gotten into Berg, and it all kinda fell apart. Hell knows what happened. One day he just stopped talking to us. We went to his house to get him, but he only cursed a blue streak at us. Say, mate, do you feel like talking to an old obla? I feel bad for him, but I've got no more patience. And Finley? Let's just say Finley's no good at this stuff. Now you're talking. Ever since he got so maudlin, Berg usually sits alone by the sea. Let me know what's wrong with him.
Alright, well. Wonder how many more quests we might find.
Why all the poking around? Yep. So, what was your question? That's what he says anyway. But yeah, he's my blood. Eager like me, and look at that bulbous nose. Won't disown what's clearly mine. But I ain't gonna talk with a stranger. It's like half the blighters here don't have working peckers, or they've never even touched a woman. Getting a bit too interested, aren't you? Bring a drink over, and I might share.
Really?
So, what was your question? You see, back in the day, being a keeper was a serious business. Now, don't even get me started. You used to come here with a mission, not to run away from your bloody mother. Nowadays, lads get brought here by their own kin when they've had enough of them, or they think the Orns can hide them from the law. No, back in my day, there was none of this scum. I came here to serve. My girl cried when I left her, but I've always known this is where I wanted to be. How was I supposed to know she had a bloody bun in the oven? By the time the wean was born, I was already planning the lighthouse's construction. Heck knows what he came here for. That's not my problem anymore, and I don't stick my nose in anyone else's business. What's with all the questions?
We'll have to come back later. We don't have more alcohol, and we also don't have money for more alcohol. Wooden villa? Oh, shit! They do have a house that you can buy. I didn't know you could get your own house. Dreaming of owning property by the sea? Welcome to Driftwood Hollow, where the charm is salty, the houses are ventilated, and the views are mostly unobstructed by the collapsing pier. Every home here tells a story mainly about leaky roofs, creaky floors, and ghosts who might cover your heating bill. Buy now before the seagulls claim the squatter's rights. 20,000 gold. Well, that's cool. I mean, it doesn't look like much, and 20,000 does seem a little bit steep. But at least they do have a home that you can make your own, which I did not know. All right, so which one of you is the drinking buddy? It'd be you.
What do you want? Who are you? Ha! Guess he's got nobody else to get pissed with. Finley never liked drinking alone with him. Tagden tends to get into one of his moods. And? What? That's all? You're bothering me just because that old rascal is sitting alone in the inn with nobody to natter to. You people, bugger off.
That all? Off you go.
You asking me? They came here and made themselves at home. I ain't talking to any of them. Orderly. No damn rabble begging at the gates and eating us at a house and home. Yeah, back then, sure, civilians came and went. But housing them, feeding them? We had a rule. No freeloading. But I guess that went out the window, along with our pride. It used to mean something to be a keeper. You could come in off the streets and keepers would make a man out of you. Now, bunch of spoiled lordlings sold off to Brandon by their daddies for a bag of gold. Treated like they're made of glass. Soft. Weak. The lot of them. What's there to be proud of? You watch your damn mouth. We did everything we could. I've said it before. We need a whole damn army to keep this region in check. And besides, how do you know these leeches are even telling the truth? Every village wiped out. Just like that? Give me a break. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Well, I've been out there, and this is actually the only village left in the region.
Do you see anything interesting around here? There's this tavern, and plenty of fish in the sea. Decent place to retire, but not much else. Well, if you're looking to sightsee, try the sunken village. Just don't let the locals tear you to shreds. Get moving.
All right. I think I've about had enough of this place. For now, at least. They need a fast travel point here, though. See if we can find one. Oh, yep, there it is. Oh, wait. We got a man in a cage. That smells like a quest, right?
Well, I'll have to disappoint you. My Cole is not the monster you all believe him to be. So you really don't know? If you're not from here, I'm not sure what could have brought you to this hellhole. But you have my sympathies. Just know that Cole isn't like that. Something is poisoning his mind and soul. I don't know what it is, or why it happened to Cole. But now we're all at the mercy of those damned keepers.
Well, I'm one of those damned keepers, but...
One evening there was a quarrel between our group, the villagers, and one of the keepers. They'd had a bit too much to drink and let some comments slip. They hurled insults at us, saying there's no place for us here, that we should just get the hell out of here because things are hard for everyone. Hard? Sure. I bet that bunch of wimps wouldn't last a week outside. All they do is sit in that keep of theirs, thinking they're the defenders of justice. Well, Cole went mad. I've never seen him like that before. He attacked that keeper and bit him. It was serious, but the keeper survived. If it weren't for the other men from the village, things could have ended very differently. Afterwards, they chained Cole up and locked him in a cage. His condition started to worsen. They said a monster like him doesn't deserve a jail cell. Jail cells are for humans. Bastards. Surprising, isn't it? It seems that Quartermaster Fergus banned any kind of vigilante behaviour. And the local healer said he wants to make sure whatever made Cole this way isn't contagious. So as long as that question remains unanswered, we're at a standstill. But honestly, if anything happens to that keeper, I have no doubt Cole will be killed and will be thrown out of the keep. This might sound silly, but before we reached the keep, we came near a strange structure. The locals call it the Archspire. In the morning, we realized everyone had a strange dream, but it was a little different for each of us. Cole started acting weird after that, and in time, it only got worse. We set up camp near the Archspire. We hoped that bandits wouldn't dare to venture into a place like that. Well, now I know why we could have been right. With everything that's been happening lately, I'm ready to believe in every strange thing in this world.
Alright, well, we've got us a mystery to solve then.
I hope Kate isn't making Morris do anything horrible. Do you need help settling in, dear? This isn't the best day to start a new life in this place, but we don't always get to choose, do we? What a nasty business with that boy. I'm almost glad my Morris isn't here for this. He's such a bleeding heart. Oh, I'm not sure, love. I don't move around too much. I just heard about that fight with the rude keeper, and now poor Cole's locked up in a cage. Him and Patrice make such a lovely young couple. They remind me of Morris and me when we were their age. A dream? Oh, yes. There was one, but I don't quite remember what it was about. I'm sorry, dear. I'm sorry, dear. I hope I didn't offend you. I'm still not used to all this. You see, I was born in Little Grove and thought I would live out the rest of my life there, working in the orchards in the mornings and drinking warm cider with my beloved in the evenings. We never wanted to see the world. I guess sometimes the world doesn't give us a choice, does it? That's what people say, but I never agreed. I weathered many storms with my Morris, coming out stronger each time. Avalon taught us to cherish the little joys of our everyday life. Without those lessons, we wouldn't have survived what happened to our village.
Now this must be the NPC with the brightest disposition that we run into in the entire game.
Little Grove was raided by bandits, a local gang that had been terrorizing the area for months, growing in numbers with each raid. Their leader, Bald Kate they called her, somehow got hold of a branding iron used to mark outlaws. After pillaging a village, she'd brand some men and women of her choosing. That way, Kate made sure nobody would ever help them, and that they'd have no choice but to turn to her if they wanted to survive. My Morris, you...
That's kind of clever, actually.
It is, isn't it? Kate is nothing if not resourceful. It's a shame she doesn't put that talent into helping people instead of hurting them. I don't know. The keeper at the gate turned Morris away because of the brand on his face. I would have left with him, but I was sick and exhausted from the journey, so I promised to join him when I got better. Except now, I've no idea where to find him. No, he only promised that he'd find somewhere safe, but I'm not sure if there is any such place left in the south. Oh, Mother bless you, my dear. That's all I could ask for. Please, let me know as soon as you learn anything. Take care.
Wow. Yep. Well, guess it's a good thing we decided to come back and explore a little bit more and do a little bit more, because looks like there's still quite a few quests and things that we hadn't actually gotten around to. But I feel like that's enough talking for now. Let's get out there and try out this new build. Oh, all mother have mercy. Not another one. If I let you pass, you promise not to make any trouble.
That's just my luck. Take the post, Tiernan, they told me. You'll be looking after a village full of old farts. That's practically early retirement, they said. What a load of crap. There's always something. If it's not the deck falling apart, it's a refugee running around biting people. The deck? Nah, just old wood. Honestly, it's the least of my problems. But I've got no way to fix it. Dara's always busy with his lighthouse, and every time I try to do it myself, someone else needs me for something. I can't even sneak out to the tavern because last time some rich bint started complaining that everything here smells of fish. That's a seaside village. What else would it smell of? You do that? That would be a huge relief. Well, maybe not huge. There are bigger problems, but it'd be a start. Truth be told, I don't know why they want it so badly. It's for boats. No one here even uses boats. But, well, you know how it is with old folks. Once they get fixated on something, there's no point in arguing. I'd pay if I could, but this was supposed to be my job. The budget's long gone. But if you're interested, I could teach you a thing or two about home decor. Not exactly standard keeper knowledge, but, well,
We all have our secrets. Ah, yes, that old house. That place has been empty for years. The story goes, the last owner, Keeper Galen, threw himself into the sea one stormy night. Some folks whisper of curses or restless spirits, but I say it's just talk. The captain put it up for sale ages ago, but no one's had the guts or sense, if you ask me, to take it. If you're thinking of buying it, go for it. Make it your home. Every house deserves someone to fill it with life again.
If it's haunted, you'd think the freaking price would be a little bit lower.
Please, try not to make...
Yeah. Well, I thought this might lead to somewhere else, but it looks like it's just leading back to the keep. There's the lighthouse where we fell from earlier. There, we got some wood now. Let's see, what are we gonna actually go do? Well, we need to go to the Archspire anyways, and we seem to have a couple of quests for the Archspire. So how about we check that out? Not even sure what the Archspire is. Apparently it's there, this little patch of blackness that we haven't been to yet. Alright, I was afraid we were about to just like pop up next to a knight, but that didn't happen, so that's good. Where are we going here? Right over here. Ooh, a bear. This will be a good test. First thing we're gonna fight is like the hardest enemy in the game. Oh, wow. Really? Okay. No? I'm not sure if our arrows just aren't going far enough or what the deal is. There we go. We got it that time. Yikes. And we're dead. Okay. Yep. Loading or fighting a bear first was probably not a good idea. And it's after 11. Let us know if that patch does come up for you. Okay, let's try this again. See, the problem is the stamina. Problem is definitely the stamina. So I'm gonna have to do something to fix the stamina costs. I have a feeling against most enemies, it's not going to be nearly as big of a deal, but you know, the bears just have so much freaking health. I like these grindy lows here. I bet they go down a bit easier. Much better, much better. So this is the ancient spire, or arch spire, I mean. Those are druids. The last ones we met weren't hostile, so maybe these won't be either. Maybe.
The king. Oh, the king. What has been done to him? What does it mean for us, mere humans?
What the hell? So is it me, or did that look like Arthur? I think that looked like Arthur, didn't it? Hey, what's up, Boomer? No, this is a continuation. I decided I just wanted to try out a different build, so